Hey everybody, it's Mike from Adventures Over 60, and Julie and I are getting ready to go south. In fact, by the time you're watching this, we've probably already started our trip to Florida. As you may know or not know, we're going to spend about a month visiting family in Florida and then hit the trail on the 27th of February. But what we have tonight, thanks to so many of the subscribers, you guys have helped us a ton, and we appreciate it. All the well wishes, but the great advice, keep them coming. What we have tonight are things, because of that, we're not bringing. These are some of the things on the table here are not making the cut in our packs. We're trying to get our weight down for a couple of reasons. Obvious, the first one's obvious, the lighter the better. When I weighed in the other night, a couple nights ago, I was 30.5 pounds. It's a little heavy. So we want to get it a little as light as possible. And secondly, we don't know, but as we travel and as we're hiking, we may have to add some things. And so that could be an additional weight of our packs. Another point is, for me, especially in my pack, I noticed I have no more room. So losing some gear is also freeing up some room for me as well. And I guess kind of the fourth or final point is that this is the winter. And so we have the most gear right now. So let's go over some of the things that don't make the cut. Okay, so most of these things come from my bag, but there are a few things in Julie's bag as well. So we thought we'd just put them together. Another point I want to make about weight is Julie and I never really talk about base weight because we hike as a team. There are things that Julie carries I don't carry, and vice versa. So we're always talking about our total pack weight, and so that's not really base weight's nothing a term that we don't really use that term. So we're just trying to reduce weight. So here we go. This is something that's not making the cut because this was a super absorbent towel. Julie cut it down to quarters. That's all she'll need. She's happy with that. We said goodbye to part of her hairbrush, cut that off. Again, a lot of weight. How much weight? Hardly any, but it's a space issue. And also, if you do that, remember to smooth down the edges. We're deciding to just go with one battery.
Yep.
One battery. We're going to see how that goes. A lot of these things will still be in a resupply box in case we made the wrong move, but we're going to let go of the smaller battery. These trowels, we got rid of those. We got some little titanium ones. The infamous nail file, we got rid of this, thankfully. And Julie's still needs some refining, I think, in her personal toiletry thing, but we're on the right step, and that's in my the file or whatever is in my nail clippers. Soap, we don't need to bring this. We're going to find it in enough hostels and other places. My favorite essential oils. Yes, these two little bottles of Thieves and Peppermint are heavy, and I don't know what I was thinking that this wouldn't attract bears, this peppermint. They're staying home. A couple of some thread. We don't need that. We have it others. Julie must have picked up a pack of 12 of these lighters somewhere. I see them everywhere. I think we only need one, so I got rid of this one, and I'll probably get rid of the other 6 along the way. My socks, I am bringing liners, and I am bringing socks. These were extra. So I have a pair that I'm hiking in, a pair of all Darn Toughs, a pair that I'm hiking in, a pair that I'm sleeping in, and an extra pair. And I'm also bringing one pair of liners. These were extra. I like warm feet. They stay home. One of our subscribers said, you each don't need to bring paper, talcum powder and Glide. Why don't you share? Great idea. We're getting rid of those. Toilet paper. Gotta love it. Love our toilet paper. I thought I was so smart taking out the center of it. We don't need this big massive thing. We can collect toilet paper when we're at hostels or hotels. We'll take some with us, obviously, but we don't need this whole thing. Gloves. I had 2 pair of gloves. These I love. I had them yesterday, and I want to say this is a real advantage of shakedown hikes. We were hiking yesterday. It was 24 degrees. I love these gloves. They worked out great. The reason I'm keeping them home for now is I have a pair of mittens that are waterproof. These are water resistant, and I really want the waterproof, warm mittens. I was going to bring both. Sorry, you guys don't make the cut. This is an insulated undershirt that I have, a long sleeve. It is one of the warmest articles of clothing that I have. I bought it years ago for an elk hunt in Colorado. I love it. I actually was bringing 2 of these. You pack your fears, didn't want to be cold. We were hiking yesterday. As I said, it was mid-20s, and I had on the gear I was hoping to hike with, and I was totally fine. If I even got colder than that, I can always throw on my puffy, so I don't need to bring this. And this is really bulky too, so that can stay. And finally, my cook pot. One of the subscribers said you ought to just get a Totes titanium pot, and when I read that, Julie and I had been thinking about that and talking about that, and so I said, let's just do it. I love this pot. I did have a little bit of this MSR still, and I was a little concerned that the handle, how long that would last, but you know what? The titanium one saves almost a little over 1/3 of a pound in weight. So by the time I switch out this one, grab the same size Totes titanium, it was over 1/3 of a pound. So that's what's at this point is not making the cut. Thanks to some of your suggestions. You guys are great. See you later. Okay, so here it is. We weighed some of those things that we're not bringing with us, and it comes to about a 2-pound savings. So 2 pounds is a lot when your total pounds is around 30. So thanks for the suggestions. You guys are great.